In this session, let us try to understand what evaluation paths are. Evaluation paths is probably the most important element in a structure authorization. Basically, the structure authorization uses the means of the evaluation paths based on a root object, which is defined by a 8-digit object ID. The evaluation path determines all objects under the root object in the auth structure. Now, once that determination is made, the authorization is issued for all those objects that the evaluation path gathers. So, evaluation path describes a chain of relationships that exists between objects in an hierarchical structure. So, evaluation paths collect objects from the start object in an existing structure according to their definition. So, if you look at this structure, you have the root org unit as the org unit, within which you have another org unit and a position. Then a person is assigned to the position, and the org unit has the position within it, and then a person is assigned to that position. So evaluation path collects all, depending on what the starting node is, the evaluation path will collect the objects within the structure. Now the definition of evaluation path determines the start object and which object types using which relationships are selected. So for example, let's say this is evaluation path OSP. So this evaluation path describes the relationship chain organizational unit, position, and person. So that is how these objects are related. So let's take an example of the evaluation path OSP. So OSP is one of the standard evaluation path which SAP provides. Now in this evaluation path, each assigned position S and its holder, that is P, is determined for a specified org unit. So this position and this person is determined for this org unit, and this person and this position is determined for this org unit. The lower level org unit are processed in a similar way. For example, if this is a starting node, the OSP relationship or the evaluation path would read these two elements, this structure. Now, why would it not read this structure? Is because this position and this person are not directly under this org unit. So it depends on which the starting node is. If this happens to be the starting node, then these two elements will not be read by the evaluation path because these are not directly under this org unit. Now the way the data is, the org structure is read depends on the convention, which is A or B. Now A is bottom up and B is top down. So let's read, let's say for example, org, the element object A, O, is a line supervisor of another org unit. So this would be O, B002, O. Now, and because it's a top down, so O incorporates position S. So this relationship between O and S would be B003, saying the organization O incorporates the position S. This is S. Similarly, this will be B003 because then this would be O incorporates position S. Now you have S is a holder of P. This is bottom up. So this is bottom up meaning person is the holder of this position. So this will be A008. Similarly, this will be A008 because P holds the position S. So that is how the evaluation path will be read and the objects will be collected. So the way you define the evaluation path, the relationships between the objects in the evaluation path plays a very important role in collecting the data in the org structure. So continuing with this object, this evaluation path OSP, let's see the O is B0 incorporate is a line supervisor of O because we are doing top down. Then O incorporates the position S. Now is a line supervisor of is incorporates and is holder. These are all relationships. So in O is related to O as a one org unit incorporates the other org unit. For example, B, this O0 is a line supervisor of O1. Now O1, this is O1, incorporates position 1, the top down. Then the last element to be read is the person, which says a relationship between the person and the position is defined as bottom up, that is then a position hold is the holder of person, the person is the holder of a position S1. So the way the evaluation path reads is, reads the data in the org structure is that the evaluation path first selects all the positions from for row 1 definition. So from here, depending on the starting object. So for example, in our O1 is the starting object, then depending on the first row reading, the evaluation path first selects all the positions within the first row. So in this example, from this picture, the position selected is S1. Secondly, all the persons are selected starting with the positions chosen according to row 2. Row 2 of the definition, that is P1. Thirdly, all the subordinate organizational units are selected starting with organizational unit 1 according to the row 3 definition. So a combination of start objects and evaluation paths returns a specific number of objects from an existing structure. Now this combination, that is the set of objects returned by this combination, represents a user's structure profile. Now neither the number of objects nor the specific objects that are returned by a structure profile are constant, and neither is it desirable. So the concrete objects that are written by structure profile changes as the organization structure changes under the start object. So if there is any change in the structure, say for example this is the start object, if there is any changes happens in the structure, let's say there's another position added under this structure or another org unit. So depending on what the start object is, the data would be read by the structure profile. The evaluation path would gather the changed objects also and then display the data. So the information or the data objects returned by the evaluation path may not be constant every time. It could change depending on what changes are made to the org structure. So to summarize, the evaluation path are important in a structural oscillation setup, and these evaluation paths collect the objects from a start object in an existing structure according to their definition. And now the way the objects are selected or collected by the evaluation path is also, it is based on the relationships which are defined between the objects.